Anyways, and that's how my beachfront trip to Kashik went.
I'm Jolie.
Ah,
Jolie.
You know, sometimes I actually forget that
Follow me to my
Kajik
camp and
has
we'll talk a bit.
beachfront property. I don't know why.
Don't start fawning just yet. I'm too old for it. I know a few things, but we can talk about it at my camp. Keep close. It's nearby under law.
Hey, look, a rarity in the Star Wars universe.
I live like
A
some
black
daring
guy.
villain. I fought the Sith. Now look at me.
which...
It's one of the most
Right.
based people in the Star Wars universe too.
Look, I'm not intentionally trying to be racist. It really is just kind of a with how few black people there are in the Star Wars canon. It really saddens me. Like, I genuinely remember making a joke saying there can only be 2 black people at any given time in the Star Wars canon. And it really feels like that's less of a joke and more of a that apparently has to be a rule. I love that it's so dark I can't actually see what's going on. There are corpses on the ground, and that's all I know right now.
But you turn on your lights.
That's the worst part. I have my lights on and it's still too fucking dark.
Turn them on brighter. Hit the extra bright button. You dummy.
Yes?
Well, we're also in the Shadowlands, legitimately the forest floor of a very scary place. Why do you think the Wookiees live in trees?
Good point. Also, do
I
you
thought
want
I
me
had
to
a
turn my
shot for
light?
this, damn
Do
it.
you want me to turn my light on?
Such as it is. Pull up a stump and be comfortable. We can discuss.
I don't know, I was gonna have something about them being part sloth or something.
Don't coddle me, child. I'm neither a Jedi nor your master. I'm just an old man that's been lost in the woods for far too
Yeah,
long.
Jolie Bendo is one of the greatest examples of an actual Grey Jedi.
Now, why would you be asking about that?
Neat.
Don't answer. I knew that had to be one
Because
thing.
even though he's on the
Most of the
lighter
stories don't
side,
amount to anything
and
concerning
Jolie Bendo is where we get the third view of
is an
the
interesting
Force,
place.
namely,
More so than anyone
control
else.
is what's needed.
If Circa Corporation
That the
ruled,
dark side
this
is
planet would be a
that
swamp.
is
The
normally just
Wookiees have
impossible
their
to
legends
control,
that they were not always here. But it is more
but
than that. The
you shouldn't
Jedi's
basically
themselves
be a
couldn't
Jedi without calling yourself a Jedi.
What I'm saying is that there are literally
Hmm.
walls in your way, and you won't find what you need without my help.
Which is what
My
canon
help
kind of
has a
is.
price. You must do a task for me, and then allow me to join with you. I will then remove certain barriers in your path. Oh, save it.
I'm
I
gonna
know this
punch
sounds
you right in
absurd,
the
but I'm
chakra.
old and entitled to work you around a bit. Besides, the
No,
test is
not my
simple.
chakra.
Since they began expanding in the Shadowlands, the Circa have left me alone for the most part. Until recently, anyway. A group of them set up camp not far from here. Poachers is all they are. I'd like them removed from this place.
Man, there's a lot of stupid sayings I've
They
made
are
over
not
the
that
years
far
that I would love
northeast
on the
of here.
shirt, and
There's
that's
usually 5
definitely
in the
one of
area,
them.
as far as I can see. The captain of
Would
the
you say
last
love on a
regiment
shirt?
earned my ire. Mishandled my
There
guard,
are
really.
quotes that I have said over the years I would love on the shirt, and that's one of
Return to
them.
me.
I'm gonna punch you in the chakra.
What?
Are we keeping score? Because I would like to bring up more Coco.
More Coco, if we ever did merch for gear, we have to do a more Coco shirt.
Yeah,
Like we can like I don't see us if we do. I don't see us doing it for a long time. But if we ever do merch for gear, we have to do more Coco. Like that.
Yes.
That's just a given in general. We have to do more Coco. Visit lovely Laura.
I was there
Okay.
when that joke was born. When we were playing Siege.
Yeah, when we were playing CZ, and I still love because I brought up that story. We brought up that story when we were doing Arkham Asylum, and I love the part that we have where we recounted the story. You know that it's the part we recount that story because it's just an image of Batman in Morocco for the thumbnail.
I think you mean more Coco.
I
I
know.
don't need this kind of garbage from you. If you want something to...
Glitch, are you dyslexic?
Yeah,
I don't
that
know.
old hermit, Jolie,
Oh,
trying to
probably.
get you to do- As long as the sonic emitters keep the
I'm either
press on,
dyslexic or
I've got
really
bodies to guard
fucking
the
stupid.
perimeter. I mean, if I can
The
put
jury's
my
still
own
out on
worthless
that.
guards complaining of-
I think it's the latter.
Good. And that
But yeah, no, it really is. If we ever did merch, we definitely have to do more Coco. Because it's the obvious joke.
You want anything, you'll have to talk to.
I would also love to do like a jokey Better Call
I'm just a
Saul
guard for this admission.
shirt,
Why couldn't they
but
have
instead of
this
Saul,
one
it's
dead with a
Sophie.
blaster?
It's just Better Call Sophie.
I'm not here because I know. They generate a sonic barrier that allows us to stay in this wonderful.
I also think like one of the most
I
obvious
just-
things of merch that we can have is like
I
turning
don't
Sophie
like
into a
being here, that's for
marketable
sure.
plushie.
Enough of those emitters go down, and the camp will.
I do have a very marketable appeal.
No, you do not.
Yes, I do. I am a cute
Well, I
animal,
mean-
and I am fat. Bitches love
You-
fat animals.
You are certainly a something.
Yeah, no point.
Huh?
You want anything, you'll have to talk to the. Why am
What are you guys saying?
I'm just a guard.
I said that you had a point.
I don't like being
Um,
here, that's-
How do you think I pull the ladies?
Knock it
drugging,
off.
drugging them. That's how I would assume.
Run! Run!
Give
You
them the
can't
old
prove
Bill,
that.
giving
I
them
mean,
the
no,
old,
I just have
give them the old Bill
riz.
Cosby.
But you don't joke about that, man. Come on, I'll hit you.
I'm sad now.
Yeah, thanks, dick.
No, but okay, but seriously, out of all of the characters, especially the animal characters on gear, I think a Sophie plush would be a funny marketing campaign.
I mean, it would be funny.
Well, it'd be even funnier as if we were able to get a Sophie plush made, and especially one that makes sound when you squeeze like his hand or something. And it's just like every time you squeeze it, you just have a very compressed audio clip of him saying, "Stop squeezing me, you son of..."
Or, he squeaks, or, I could get Sophie to squeak, but that's only because I'm squeezing him so hard. So, not only so hard, but so quickly that it forces all of the air out of his lungs, causing him to squeak.
That's hilarious.
What?
You've seen Dragon Ball Z Abridged, right?
Not in a while.
There's a running joke where people are crushing Goku's lungs, and he just sounds like a fucking squeaky toy.
Hmm.
It's just that, but with Sophie. Man, I actually would want a Sofie. Like a Sofie plush, but specifically one that has like different
What?
jokey sayings. I mean, to be fair, we're also talking to somebody who's for years wanted a plush of his own persona, so.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Buy a glitch body pillow, and you too can live with the shame of being terrible at video games. Just imagine a glitch plush, and it just has all of my stupid sayings from different commentaries.
Marcoco.
Welcome back.
Yeah,
What would a plushie of,
one of,
what would a
one of
plushie of
the-
myself be like?
As you walked near.
Ugly.
I don't. Wasn't there?
I don't know.
Suppose not. But the environment would
It's not
sound
that
nice
ugly.
if it could talk. No matter. Yes, of course. Let's get moving. I noticed the old path some time ago. There's
How-
also a circle
Although
with-
now that I think of it, that's how you know that you had a bootleg glitch plush. You squeeze it, and he actually pronounces Morocco right. I can think of like three jokey sounds that would be for glitch plush, and one of them you would have Morcoco, you'd probably have me say, you want to hear interesting Bionicle lore, and then you would just have me doing it a woo. A woo.
You'd also have Rumpy, don't eat that.
That's a quote that I can see like most of the plushy versions of each character having.
Rumpy, put that down. Rumpy, don't be there. Rumpy, stop messing with the gods.
Rumpy, stop pissing off the gods.
Shutting down.
I'm more laughing like just the pause as the games menu pops up as the thing explodes. I imagine one of the quotes for Rumpy Plush would say, "Yes, hello, I am dog."
I mean, that's just accurate. Yes, hello, I am dog.
One of the sound effects would probably also have to be like gnawing sounds. So it's just. Secretly, I'm recording Rumpy's audio so that I can just put the sound clips inside of a golden retriever Build-A-Bear. Make
You
as
son
close,
of a bitch.
make as close to a Rumpy plush as I can.
You son of a bitch.
That actually would be a funny joke, like to do that. Like, all right, fuck it, I'm going to Build-A-Bear. I'm recording Rumpy saying something funny, putting it in, and then I'm gonna send it to him.
Then you're gonna go get lunch.
Bold of you to assume I can afford lunch. I spent all my money on this stupid fucking Rumpy plush.
Sure.
It only says one thing because I can only afford one of the fucking sound things. And all it says is hi. Yeah, hi, yes, I am dog.
Hello, I am dog, yes. Do you like dog? Dog is friend.
Casey, remind me why we're in the Shadowlands.
Star map.
Really? Like, it's not even part of the story. We're just down here to fill up the map.
Oh no, this map is the story.
Oh! Fun.
Yeah, the whole point of the star map is that we're trying to figure out where the fuck we're keeping this game's Death Star analog. Only instead of something that destroys planets, it converts solar matter into an unlimited supply of robot warships.
Oh, right, that thing that we brought up one of the other parts, the,
Starforge.
yeah, the thing.
Yes?
Play.
I mean, it is also just kind of us going on a killing spree as well. That's not entirely plot important, that's just kind of in general, what we're doing.
That's just Tuesday. Oh wait, it's Walker that does the scaling sprees on Tuesday. Never mind.
Did you misschedule your killing spree?
I might have.
I was about to ask, were we just following a giant rat there for a second?
Who said rat? Where's the rat? I want to see the rat.
Oh, Tatch, and more like a monkey.
Oh, never mind then.
So no rat.
No, monkey.
I wanted a rat. I believe in the rat supremacy.
Oh, so you're a
Oh, okay.
Skaven player.
Okay, so yeah, getting a better look at them, yeah, I can see them. They are more monkeys than rats.
Okay. Monkey.
Although,
There, you
although
see?
speaking of monkeys,
Beautifully simple, isn't it? At least compared to the others.
I'm a couple years too late, but I finally started
Only been here
watching
a short
the
while.
Lego
Wookiees
Monkey
left
Kid
disabled them.
series.
They wouldn't have had it easy.
Pretty
time
good.
with it,
Cool.
though.
Oh yeah.
But there are others. Each block
It
is
it
similar
reminds
to
me a
certain
lot of
purpose. It is all
the
very calculated,
Rise of
very
the
precise.
Teenage Mutant
Would
Ninja
have been
Turtle
effective
series,
if
which
they
I
hadn't
also
allowed
really
the
liked,
creatures to be walking.
and
Climbers
it
don't have
probably
much to
doesn't
say
help
about
because
that.
it's animated by the same company.
I never saw
I
that
can
series.
manipulate it for
Rise of the TMNT is worth watching. It's 2 seasons.
Yeah, I heard. I just never took time to see it. My bad.
It seems like it would be trite garbage, but it's actually pretty based.
It's really weird because I know a lot of people were bashing it when like before it came out, but people who actually took the time to watch it's like, oh wait, this is actually a genuinely good TMNT series. I also recommend the movie, like the movie, which serves more as a series finale and actually introduces the Krang. Movie gets pretty emotional. Like
I mean, it's Ninja Turtles. They do get emotional.
well, I wouldn't entirely say brings you to tears, but there's a really good moment towards the end of that film. And it is also funny to me that in the Rise canon, there are 2 versions of Casey Jones. Because of time travel shenanigans, there are 2 versions of Casey Jones in that continuity.
That's weird.
The main Casey Jones, which I think is weird, even stranger, The main version of Casey Jones isn't revealed until the very end of the series that it was Casey. Because I think a lot of people probably assumed that it was a different character who has been female before, whose name currently eludes me. But it's like, oh yeah, no, this character was supposed to be Casey Jones this entire time. Also was working for the Foot Clan until like the very end of the series. Also, Leo in that series is voiced by Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, I recognize that.
Yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog are, I want to say Dewey from DuckTales.
Dewey.
I don't.
No, you're right. It is Dewey.
Yeah, no, okay, yeah, it is Dewey. I can never fully remember which one is which. I remember it. I remember it's the blue one.
Bluey. I'm not singing the theme song. I'm not in the mood.
Speaking of Bluey, did you guys see the Rocky Horror Picture Show roll call thing that I sent?
I saw that.
Janet! Rocky! Yeah, I don't remember being lost this bad since the last time I went to Silent Hill.
No, I know where I'm going. It's just taking a while.
That's what they all say.
You guys have to remember this is my third time beating the game.
Yeah, like I'm not
And
saying
you still
that
haven't
Casey's
improved.
lost. I'm not saying Casey's lost. I'm saying I'm lost. And how can he improve? He's going the right way. It's just taking a while for him to get into the direction that he's actually trying to get.
Oh, this isn't a speed run?
Oh, thank God. I don't have to worry about the Shadowlands. Alright, fuck this place. We're getting on our ship and we're leaving. But what about the plot? What about the plot?
Let's get the hell out of here already. Screw the plot.
Screw the plot. I want nachos. Oh, jeez. I fear when we inevitably get to, like, even after me cutting things out, I fear when we finally get to Neopets, because it's like, oh.
Do you feel death, Glitchy?
Just for the record, like, that game has 4 acts, and where I am recording wise, I have recorded up to Act 3. But outside of like the first area that the game kind of forces you to go to in Act 3, you can go pretty much anywhere. Like, go anywhere and do pretty much anything outside of like outside of the first kingdom you go to in Act 1 because of plot relevance. So You're probably just gonna see me meander around and go to multiple different places because I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing.
So Tuesday.
Yeah, more of a Wednesday. I'm more surprised at how long that game has ended up being. Though, granted, I think I mentioned this before. One of the reasons why it takes so long for me to get many places in Act 1 is because I didn't realize there was a run button. You have to take into account, I'm playing... When I started recording Neopets, I was playing basically off of a flash drive connected to a modded PlayStation 2. So I did not have the manual to tell me what each button did, and that was back in the era where they didn't blatantly give you a tutorial telling you literally what everything on the controller did.
You sure you're gonna just Googled it?
I could have. I didn't. I genuinely was at a situation where I thought, okay, I don't, like, the basic controls are laid out to me. I know how to attack. I know how to defend myself. I can handle this game.
I think you better talk to Eli.
And you have to take into account, like, I like, even not knowing that there's a run button, I do cut out a decent chunk of backtracking and even spending a lot of,
It's nothing. I'm certain. Just garbage from the forest floor.
Mere
thought.
rubbish. It's DAO2, the repair droid from my ship. What was this doing in the forest?
Ah, jeez, I really am losing my time. But yeah, like, I cut out a lot of me wandering to places and getting lost.
Well, that is... It's not how it looks. You see, a good mechanic is hard to find, and...
And what? I thought I owed you. You tricked them into the Shadowlands and killed them while I fixed your freighter in orbit.
Wow.
Now keep your head, Matt, and it was just business.
That Thalian bog slime. Do you know I've been here 36 days slaving to pay a debt in good faith? Well, I could have shot out his legs and let him crawl around for a while, but I consider this far more merciful.
That's...
Well, there's not much for me to do but stay here. I've no ship, so I may as well make a few credits. It'll probably take a while to convince Eli's suppliers that I'm the new boss, but eventually I'll buy my way off this rock.
That's kind of disappointing, though, having, like, not only being forced to fix the guy's ship, but having to fix it in orbit. So, what are we buying?
I am now immune to all forms of Force Lightning belt.
Woo! Now I can punch Palpatine in the face.
Hooray!
I mean, it's also a like I know Palpatine most likely doesn't exist at this point in time, but at the same time, it's like my point still kind of stands. Like it's still a you theoretically could punch him in the face.
Yes, we all want to punch Palpatine in the face.
I want to punch him in the face, not because he's evil. It's just because I want to see if I could.
Because he deserves it.
I mean, yes, he does.
Yeah, he deserves it, but it's more of a. It's more of a. I just kind of want to do it. Let's be fair, you're talking to somebody who if given the chance, would try punching Darth Vader in the face before he gets killed.
I mean, you die, but
Vader
die
would
with
at the
care.
very least say, "You died braver than most."
Yeah.
I can
No,
believe that.
for me, it really is less of a I have a death wish and more of a I just want to do
YOLO.
it. It basically.
Can't believe I quoted that. I am sorry. If you guys want to hurt me, you can.
I don't have the need to punch you in the face. Maybe the squirrel.
Just try it. I'll whack you with this clipboard.
A clipboard is
Into
not scary.
into the into the airlock you go, Sophie.
Back, I say. I'm gonna hit you.
You realize you're backing yourself into the airlock, right? Ah!
Told you.
Fine, fine.
Told you.
I mean,
No
I
one
can also
listens to
I can also
Rocky.
just activate the airlock from here and just launch him out without having to get up. For anyone asks, no, I will not learn my lesson. It's funnier this way.
Did you learn your lessons?
No.
Yeah, come on. We can't repeat this every week. What are we, a kid
It
show?
hasn't gotten me this far in life learning lessons.
Hello again. Right you are.
Where the hell is my Beyblade?
By the way, I also have access to that.
Access to
Well, of
what
course
now?
you have access to the airlock. Pretty much everyone has access to the airlock. If anything, fucking Sophie has access to the airlock. He just never uses it. Anyway, that's the end of the part. We'll see you guys
Well,
next
not on
time.
my terms.